Hello and welcome back to Endo Empowered. My name is Melissa Turner and we're all about empowering you on the natural way to better manage endometriosis. Today I want to talk about whether juicing can help you shrink cysts. So before we get started, endometrial cysts are little pockets that your body uses as a way to gather up old blood and debris and put it away. So it puts it in a little pocket that usually sits inside the ovary, on the outside of the ovary, various locations. And it does this as a way to protect you. So as a way to gather up all the waste and pop it in there, and then hopefully some way your body can clean it up later. So how does juicing support your body in shrinking those cysts, and does it? Well, here's what juicing can do for you. So juicing is a way to get lots of nutrients into the body in a very concentrated and absorbable form. So yes, juicing can really help. But what kind of juice should you try? My first recommendation is celery juice. So celery juice contains a particular mineral called potassium. And that is why there's this huge celery craze because of the potassium. Potassium does something within the gut. And what it does is actually help support the gut lining. Typically when we've been on the pill or we've taken lots of painkillers or we're quite stressed out, the gut lining can get inflamed. This can also happen with certain foods that you might be eating. Anyway, the gut becomes inflamed, and what happens is food particles that shouldn't be getting out are getting out, and they're going into the bloodstream, and essentially it creates a bit of a panic state in the body. It triggers an immune response in the body. And that immune response will correlate back to endometriosis forming and developing and getting worse. So by having celery juice and that potassium, you're able to seal up that gut lining a little bit. And by doing that, you're able to get your gut to function better. So better absorption of nutrients, your microbiome will be happier, and you won't have that heightened inflammatory response. With inflammation comes cysts. With inflammation comes more endometriosis. So any way that we can reduce inflammation, we're going to be supporting the body. So that's how celery juice can help you do that. The other thing that celery juice does, of course, is it also lowers the cramping because potassium helps you do that. And it does a whole lot of other things. But celery juice would be definitely one I would recommend to help you to shrink cysts. Another type of juice you could try is beetroot juice. So beetroot juice, I want you to think about blood, because beetroot, red, hey, nature wasn't silly when it created these things. Beetroot juice really helps support the blood. And when you think about your blood, it's generally not the healthiest right now. Whatever's coming out is going to be dark, it's going to be clotty, and those little pockets are ways that your body is putting away some of that gunk. By having beetroot juice, you're providing the nutrients and the nourishment to encourage healthier blood. It's not that the beetroot is the blood, but it's like all the nutrients in the beetroot help support the blood. So I hope that's clear. So beetroot juice is something that you can easily incorporate into making juices. My recommendation would be beetroot, carrot, and apple. And you're getting a really lovely grounding juice that's going to have lots of the good nutrients that your body needs. So the reason juicing can be really helpful when you have cysts is because it helps replenish some of the nutrients that might be missing in your body. See, disease is essentially dis-ease, and imbalance is happening in your body. There's a reason those cysts are forming, and typically it's because there's some nutrient that you're lacking. It's like a windmill that doesn't have all its spokes. So if you imagine a windmill, and typically a windmill has quite a few spokes and they go round, and the more spokes there are, the faster the windmill can go when the wind blows. It's kind of like you. But if we take out some of those spokes, it'll still run, just not as well. And that's what's happening for you right now. Your body is just not running quite as well because it doesn't have all the spokes. In other words, all the tools, all the nutrients it needs to run well. So by giving your body some juices, you will be providing the body with more of those nutrients that it needs to feel well. However, there is more to shrinking cysts than just juicing. It's only one part of the picture, because endometrial cysts, there's lots of things going on here. There's lots of imbalances going on here. Your body has likely got hormone imbalances. There's some sort of circulation issue, and it's possible that your lymphatic system is just not running very well. And so we need to consider all of these factors. And those were the exact factors I looked at when I studied cysts and understanding why they form. Because we want to understand why they form so we can prevent them from coming back. It's all good and well to get them taken out, but we want to know why they're there, and then we can prevent them. And that's what this channel is all about. It's really about empowering you about information on understanding endometriosis, so you're not having to go back for surgery again and again and again. So when it comes to cysts, I invite you to look a little bit broader and look at other factors that may be contributing to why those cysts are forming. You now know one of them, which is that it's a nutrient deficiency, and how juicing can help you replenish some of that. I hope this has been helpful. If you have further questions, feel free to pop them in the comments below. We do have a program specifically designed at shrinking cysts naturally. You can check that out as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.